Welcome back to the Apatros Review. In this episode, Under the Red Robe, directed by Victor Seastrom in the year 1937. Now, this film was based on the 1894 novel Under the Red Robe by Stanley J. Wyman and the 1896 Broadway play by Edward Rose. Now, this film was pretty much in the public domain, and prints of it are pretty rare to find. Now for the story. The autumn of 1630, during the religious wars in early 17th century France, notorious gambler and master swordsman Gilles de Barreau has just returned to Paris after carrying out an assassination mission for the Red Robe, Catholic Cardinal Richelieu, upon which he is told that due to a spate of fatal dueling in France, he has just declared the practice outlawed on sentence of execution. Barreau promptly disobeys the law and is sentenced to death, but the Cardinal offers him a special pardon if he can undertake a dangerous mission to capture the Duke of Foix, a prominent Huguenot, a French Protestant rebel leader, who is currently organizing plans for an uprising against the Catholics. Agreeing to the deal, Barreau travels to Foix, where, along with his assistant, the master thief Marius, he finds injury and is accepted into the castle of Foix, where the Duke's sister, Lady Marguerite, despite suspecting him to be something of a spy, allows him to stay. They soon fall in love, and Barreau must choose between acting for his self-interest or for his conscience. The Swedish-born silent film director Victor Seastrom started out making silence as a native Swede in the early 1910s, responsible for such classics as The Outlaw and His Wife in 1918 and The Phantom Carriage in 1921. Briefly doing some solid silent films in Hollywood during the 1920s, he returned to Europe in the early 1930s, where he continued to act and produce films, but didn't exactly direct too many sound era films. Under the Red Robe was his last directorial effort, and while not exactly as groundbreaking as his earlier works, this 1937 British-American joint production, Swashbuckler, one of the early films from 20th Century Fox, is still a pretty solid romantic adventure yarn. Under the Red Robe is currently available on the internet as a public domain print, although the problem is that those prints are in mediocre condition, so you'd be strained to see what the heck is going on sometimes, and the soundtrack is hard to hear on occasions. I stick with this film because since there's a decent diversion, although given the topic I don't think we'll be seeing any remakes of this one done for quite some time to come, unless Swashbuckler is coming back in vogue in the near future, with Conrad Veidt playing a French master assassin despite his thick German accent, who was essentially the Snake Plissken of 17th century France, without the eye patch. I actually like this film, despite the rather rough condition of the public domain source DVD. My personal copy is very soft in image quality, but it's nothing that I can handle. Like the adventures of Snake Plissken, Gilles de Barreau is also a convicted criminal warrior who has to earn his pardon by going on a dangerous mission into enemy territory to capture somebody and bring them back alive. And he loves to gamble too. Although the good news is that unlike Snake's tendency to have his sidekicks die during their missions, Barreau manages to keep his sidekick alive and to find romance in the air as he and his love interest, the feisty Lady Marguerite of Foix, played by French actress Annabella, who puts a bit of sass in the performance, succeed in diverting the mission to the point that the Cardinal, Raymond Massey, in a masterful performance of subtle fanaticism, decides to allow Barreau and Lady Marguerite to survive after their actions won the mission by default anyway, and for them to live out the rest of their lives in luxury. That final scene where the sidekick, played by excellent comedic stage actor Romney Brent, accidentally steals the Cardinal's insurance on this is something I found to be rather hilarious. A nice little film, if you can survive the rough prints of this one doing the rounds. Now, there's no gore or nudity in this film. I award Under the Red Robe a B, 6 out of 10. A solid bit of 1930s romantic adventure swashbuckler. Like I already said, this one's squarely in public domain with various rough-looking prints doing the rounds on cheap DVD multipacks. Stay safe, and that's it for this review.